Salvete, welcome to Beginner's Latin Lesson 13. This lesson looks at ways in which possession is marked in Latin. In linguistics, possession is the relationship between two parties in which one is labelled the possessor and the other is the possessed. The possessor owns the possessed, or we can say that the possessed belongs to the possessor. There are a number of ways in which possession is marked in Latin. We have briefly looked at how the genitive can be used to express possession in Latin. We will be exploring this idea further in this lesson. We will also introduce the dative of possession, as well as the genitive and dative cases, which we will be focusing on this lesson. The verbs habeo and teneo can be used for possession, as they are translated as I own, I possess, I hold, or I have. In Lesson 11, we also learned about the adjectives which are used to mark possession. Let's recap the genitive of possession. Here are two example sentences. Filia regis magnam sapientiam habet, and naves nautarum parve sunt. The genitives in both sentences are in bold. Let's examine the first sentence. The daughter of the king possesses great wisdom. Who is the possessor? We have two possessors, the king, who has a daughter, and the daughter who possesses great wisdom. The daughter's possession of great wisdom is marked with the verb habet. The relationship between the king and his daughter is marked with the genitive of possession. When we use the genitive of possession, the possessor is in the genitive case. The possessed may be in any case. In this sentence, the possessed is in the nominative. Let's take a look at example 2. Naves nautarum parve sunt. Here the possessors are the sailors, the possessed are the ships. Let's take a closer look at example 1. We identified regis as being the genitive of rex. Regis is a third declension masculine singular genitive. What would the plural of this sentence look like if we wanted to say the daughters of the king instead of the daughter of the king possess great wisdom? Pause this video and have a go. Here's the answer. The plural of the sentence is Filiae regis magnam sapientiam habent. The daughters of the king possess great wisdom. Habet becomes the plural habent. Filia becomes filiae. The genitive does not change. For first, second, and third declension nouns, we know that the genitive of possession will have one of these endings: ae, arum, I, ourum, is, ium. Now that we've revised the genitive of possession, let's move on to the dative of possession. The dative of possession emphasizes the possessor. In fact, it's sometimes called the dative of possessor. The dative of possession requires the verb sum. It has the following structure: the possessor in the dative, the possessed in the nominative, which is the subject of the verb sum, which follows. Here is an example. Marco naves sunt. Literally, the ships are to Marcus. A more natural translation would be the ships belong to Marcus, or the ships are Marcus's. Here is another example. Metellus libros fert, nobis libri sunt. Metellus is a Roman surname. Can you translate this sentence? Pause the video and have a go. Did you get it right? Metellus brings the books. The books are ours. Here's another sentence which uses the dative of possession. Ei viro nomen est Felix. Have a go at translating this sentence. The man's name is Felix. A functions as a demonstrative adjective here. To recap, in this lesson we focused on ways in which possession is marked in Latin. We have revised the genitive of possession and also introduced the dative of possession. Furthermore, possession can also be marked using the second conjugation verbs habeo and teneo and the possessive adjectives meus, tuus, noster, and noster. Thank you for watching.